Hey guys, in this lesson, I want to talk to you very briefly on how to develop your program that people want to buy it. Ultimately, there needs to be a reason for them to do it. So it calls upon all the things we've learned so far, the reasons that why people buy. Maybe I'll turn this way. Yeah, okay. If you saw the previous course or another course on why people buy, it's for 4 reasons and 4 reasons only. 1, they like you. 2, they trust you. By the way, in that order, never go for trust. Be trustworthy first. They got to like you first. So like, trust, believability. They believe you. That's your resume, all the stuff you've done in the past. And then they'll have a desire. And I've given this example a million times, but a desire is like when you stop your car and you buy lemonade. I'm going to move this up a little. There. You stop your car and you buy lemonade from 2 girls on the side of the road, and you're not even thirsty. You know, you just really wanted to help those kids out. But this part, when developing a program that people want to buy, we got to work on this area right here. They have to believe that it's going to work for them. So you need to be detailed enough to give them that belief, but not over detailed that you start selling and you lose some of your trust and your likability. And so when you're presenting your program, always keep in mind there's only 3 things that people ultimately want and they're willing to buy to fix. And those are these 3 parts of life. These 3 parts of life are their health. You can work on their health. They're happy to talk about it all day long. Their wealth. Health and wealth. You can get somebody wealthy. You can't stay on it all together, but it's a way to get somebody's interest. Their health, their wealth, and then their children. By the way, it's their health, their wealth, and their children. Always use those words. You, yours, y'all, use guys, whatever. You're talking about their health, their wealth, their children. They couldn't care less about your health or wealth or children. Children obviously can be transposed to family and things like that and all that stuff. So your program needs to be constantly working on that. So, you can combine them, obviously. You could help somebody's wealth through their health and all that stuff and back and forth. If someone has more energy, they can do that. So when you're creating your program and creating a believability, they're thinking back to their past lives and they're thinking, has this worked before, or is this really a problem? They need to believe that they can have it. Early on, I remember with one of my mentors telling me, and at that point he was earning a lot of money. It was years ago, and you tell people that you're earning $40,000, $50,000 a month years ago, they just shut off. It's like they can't believe it's too far out there. They're not ready to believe that yet. And so when you're working on this, again, it has to be believable. And that's why your case studies and everything are so important. So in creating programs that people will buy, there needs to be a step-by-step approach. So in your program, you can offer, videos like this that train them. But someone's not just going to pay for videos like that to train them, because you can get that on YouTube and you can figure it out free, and you feel like a fool paying thousands of dollars when you're just getting some videos. Which is why a workbook is a great addition, because they can't get that anywhere, especially a physical thing. They can get a physical workbook that they could track their data, maybe an app. But sometimes a physical is even better than an app, because apps are becoming ubiquitous, and you say, oh, anybody can just put together. Even though they're difficult to put together, it's still something that they want. Maybe the combination is something there. People like group calls. That's great. That's part of a group call that you can do once a week. And then they need that one-on-one type of service. All for gaining some health, wealth, and improving your family life and your children. So the programs that you put together, we're starting with the result. You start with the result, and then you build enough inside the program that it makes it believable for this person. And these are the types of things you have to test with your family and friends. Everybody's going to say it's great, but the question you need to ask is, would you be willing to pay for it? And then you just come up with a number, and then you get this, how much is good health worth for you? How much more money could you earn if you had more energy and health? Gotta fix this thing. How much you can do? How much would you like to send your children to private school? If you can avoid one terrible incident with your children getting involved with the wrong people. Avoid psychological help and all that stuff. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime. Millions of dollars that you can improve through your program if you could build up enough value. And you create something that they can believe in, they can see themselves there. People are willing to buy programs like that. You could turn this into, value greater than your understanding right now. If you start with that premise, how much is it worth to you to have good health and to avoid? How much time, vacation time can you have? How much can you enjoy your life better? How many years can you enjoy if you just have good health now? And the money to spend it and all that stuff. In your programs that you're putting together, it needs to be that emotional that you're improving life. You're opening their eyes. I often think about sometimes people who don't involve themselves with coaches and consultants, who are living in a life in a bag, or just a grocery bag, a brown grocery bag. Now, for some people, that grocery bag is a little bigger. They have some space to move around. But you, as the coach, you're able to kind of poke a hole in that bag and open it up, and all of a sudden, the whole world's out there. That's what you offer to them. That's what you offer them. And they're not going to believe it because all they know is their world right now. All they know is inside that bag. And your job is to open it up. And you open it up being likable, being trustworthy, and sharing with them a program that they can believe will work for them to improve their health, wealth, or their family life. And you do that, and you're going to have a waiting list, from here to Timbuktu. I don't even know where Timbuktu is. You guys go get them today. We'll see you on the next lesson. Go get them.